Well, dearie me, lordy lordy, and wouldn't you just know it? Why things have to go wrong with like 6 minutes to go before you go live, I do not know. But go wrong they did, and I have just reset the IP addresses of everything that we need to use in order to make things work tonight, and things now ought to work, he said, hopefully. But you may have noticed that I have guests tonight here at VTTV Towers, we're going to call it that. You might see across there's a man called Sutton who is waving. Say hello, Mr. Sutton.
Hello, Mr. Sutton.
Yeah, that was predictable, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
And he's gone all loud. And all the shots I set up before have all gone to hell in a handcart. But never mind. Never mind. These things are sent to try us, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, and you'll also notice, he said, looking at completely the wrong camera, that on the other side of the hastily rebuilt studio, which is a work in progress and is not finished yet, we have Daz, Vaping Daz. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hello from Vaping Daz.
And I can even, look, there's your close-up, sunshine.
Close-up Daz cam, I'm so impressed.
Daz cam over there, yes.
Daz cam.
Daz cam.
Like that.
So
like
you can sit there and show everybody your bright red hair.
And hide my belly.
Yes, the belly is well hidden, it has to be said. So, yeah, Mr. Sutton, long time no see. As the kipper said, how have you been, bonny lad?
I've been very well, very busy, and it's nice to be back.
So what you been up to? Look, come on, everybody wants to know what the hell happened with Vaportopia. We want the truth. We want the unexpurgated version, because first you were a vendor and now you ain't. So what be the crack? Did the boys come round with the baseball bats? Were the Chinese threatening you with something that they didn't know what to threaten you with? What's been going on?
It's just the fact that sometimes at work I wasn't allowed to leave the room, basically, and I could, orders were coming in, things were going well, but then work would be crazy full on, and we as vapors do deserve good customer service, and I didn't want to let anybody down. Now I know I've let people down by closing the store, but I didn't want to get a bad reputation of being a slow delivering vendor. So and it was very, as I've always said, Vaportopia was always only the stuff that I loved to use, and it was very small stock. So sadly, I thought, well, close it down and concentrate on work, and get back into reviewing stuff, so I can still keep talking about the vaping and keep my hand in, really. And that's what I'm going to do.
Well, that's good stuff. That's good news. That's good to hear. Good to hear. And you say keeping your hand in. I noticed that there's been one or two reviews have gone up over the past week or two. All kind of good stuff.
Yes.
Haven't you bought, what is it? Because you've got two on order as well, haven't you, Daz? The
MT3.
Well,
the MT3.
Yes, MT3s, and what else? The box.
MVP.
The
MVP as well, in rugged steel.
It's M9. It's M9. Just go through the alphabet. It's like I've become a grandparent, Andy.
I know, I saw. Very cute, yes.
So
congratulations.
I shall be acting like a grandparent and going through everybody's names and getting everything wrong as I say all kinds of things. So, you know what I mean now, Billy, Derek, David, Robert, Anthony, Elizabeth. That's right. That's right.
Only at the weekends.
Yeah, well, yeah, we've heard it said. We have heard it said. So yes, you got an MVP, and I, as I understand it, we're quite pleased with it. But it's not in your hand, so do.
It's not in my hand. It is just here. I take it to work. A very, very good battery life, as I said in the review. It's an impressive device, and it charges my iPhone as well, and other phones are available. But I do charge my phone on it, and I do take it out just for that as well. If I know, I'm going to be away, because everybody knows the old Apple products are a little bit heavy on the battery usage, and you just whack.
Excuse me, hang on. Before you go any further, Apple products, what are they?
Yeah. Never heard of them.
Have you heard of them?
No.
Who? Apple.
Last thing I knew it was some sort of fruit that I might have seen in like 1992.
I know nothing of Apple. Not a thing. Sorry, you were saying before I interrupted
you. It's an orchard. The world I'm looking at.
Oh, yes. I daren't enumerate the Apple devices that are in here, but I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6, 7. There's 8 Apple devices lying about the place at the minute.
Yeah. But the MVP hasn't let me down at all. It's been a very good device. As I say, I take it to work. It's got two 1300 milliamp hour batteries in it, and yeah, a couple of little things that I've noticed since doing the review, and minor little things. As I say, battery life is great, but when you do, there's I hope you can see that. There's the puff counter. There's the voltage. Yeah, so if you press that and then do that, and you go,
nothing.
It doesn't fire while that LCD screen is on. Which
means that it's male.
Because it can't think about two things at the same time.
It's male. It can't multitask.
Yeah. Because it's in rugged steel.
Rugged steel. Steel.
We like steel. Daz?
Yeah.
Why are you being rugged?
It's not normal, is it? I blame Andy, actually. I mean, I've been saying it all week, and Sam's been telling us off, and every time Andy's name's cropped up, I went, rugged steel.
He's camp as a row of tents, Andy Sutton is. He works in television. Of course he's camp.
Suppose it comes as part of the job, does it, Andy?
Say again?
Says it comes as part of the job, I suppose. The camp part, yeah.
So is the MVP then kind of a bit like a Jaguar E-Type for a bloke, is it? It's not a compensation for something, is it?
It's easier to park.
Well, yes, there is that. So are you travelling around with that then, are you?
Yeah, yeah. It's the one thing. The charging port is a little bit odd. It's a different variant of USB. It's the same one that comes with on the Kindle cables. I think it's micro USB.
Oh, is that the little? That's the little.
Yeah,
little
I'll get really close if I can. You see, there's just there. See.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
So.
Which is the next one down from the Mini. It's the micro.
Yeah. So. To be honest, I haven't yet seen it display. It's always when you press the button, you get a green light, and I haven't ever seen amber or red.
Right, and you're frozen anyway.
Oh,
yes, you'll be able to see that.
Yeah,
it's not a good look from where I'm sitting either.
Hold on, I'll stop video and then... Oh, there we go.
There you go. Video stopped. Video starts again. We knew this would happen.
Yeah.
This happened last time.
It did. I should tell everybody that Andy and I have been chatting for roughly an hour and not an issue at all.
I'm back again, look.
Yes, I can see. Look at that, waving about the place. I don't know. What people don't realise is actually Andy that's not a telly. He's just hiding behind the box.
I'm going to sort of go, oh.
Foiled again. So MVP...
Dave, can I just get that beer that's on that shelf up there?
Go on then.
Oh, lovely, thanks.
No problem. The beer that was out of shot.
Yeah.
Yes. Ah, dear oh Lord. Well, I should, I suppose, say to everybody that we are here tonight to stand in for one David Kitson, Mr. David Kitson of that ilk, who is in the land of the sweaty socks, as it's sometimes described, or the jocks, it's rhyming slang. He's up in Bonnie, Scotland, where apparently, and this I find difficult to believe, there is no snow.
I know.
Can you believe that there's no snow there, Daz?
I know. And he put it on Google Plus, and I told him straight. I says, how are you hiding it?
Really?
Yeah.
See, I think that what he's been doing is he's been going through his iPhone upon which he has taken the picture, and he's found one from last year when he was up there.
Yeah.
Where is he then?
Somewhere in Scotland.
He's in Scotland somewhere.
But where is he really?
Well, now, who can say?
He's in a place where there's no snow.
What?
Know that much.
Maybe he's here.
Where?
Possibly.
In Bristol?
He's behind the curtain.
I'm I want to see if that sock's still hanging on the back of the door. Suspender belt. Yeah.
Just yeah.
Suspender belt. I knew. I'll have to take that one up fullness so everybody can see. Lean again so they can see. Suspender belt.
Just there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a suspender belt.
It's a camera bag. Honest.
Yeah, you see anything. You see how you like. It's a suspender belt. We know. So right, MVP.
Yeah.
MT3.
MT3. Yes.
And
my verdict. Apart from the connector, which is like nothing else on this world and won't connect to most things apart from an Ego Tornado Reaver battery.
I've had no issues with
very
it.
good. Light draw. Good vapor production.
Yeah.
Great flavour.
Yeah.
Good at swapping flavours when you change juices.
I don't know. Come on. It's
You're on those fruit flavours again, aren't you, Dave?
No.
No. Rifle?
No.
Your name Juice.
No.
What are you on?
Oh,
Things have changed so much. I'm so out of the loop.
Where have you been the last year? That one. RY6. Hang on. That camera. Boink. That one. RY6.
Nice.
That's the beastie.
Where's that from?
Vaporworld.co.uk.
.co.uk.
Well
I've
done.
missed it.
Good lad. Hey, I'll tell you what. It's lovely to have the team back together. If people have just tuned in and you've tuned in for the first time, we're having a party tonight. I've decided it's just going to be a party. There probably won't be anything serious discussed because we haven't had me and this fella here, Mr. Sutton. We haven't been on screen together for how long?
Time flies, doesn't it? I don't know. A year?
It was World Vaping Day.
Well, when was that? I can't remember.
That was March the 31st, Andy.
Yeah.
Andy's there.
Andy, it was March the 31st. I was just talking into space, ignore me.
It's all right, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, it happens to us all. Yeah, March the 31st, that's when we were on screen together last.
Amazing.
But what a lot of people might not know is that it was as a result of something daft that Andy and I did together at the very first Vape Fest, was it not? That actually brought about Vapor Trails TV.
Was it the first one? That was in York, wasn't it?
No, not the York one. The first.
It was
one in
the
Tamworth.
Midlands mini meet.
It wasn't a mini meet, was it?
Wasn't it?
I don't know. I think.
Was I there?
I was there. Something like that. Kat will know Kat will know, and I've got Kat on Skype. She will know whether it was at the mini meet or the first Vape Fest.
Just type in now.
It's Vape Fest 2010, Andy.
Yeah.
Vape Fest 2010. That was when we did it. When you and I stood behind the bar.
Yes.
In the best end.
Yes.
Of the venue for Vape Fest 2010 and did those two daft reviews. Apple Gunny.
I remember it well.
And Cherry Pipe, wasn't it? Cherry Cigar? Cigar
yes.
Cherry.
What wasn't it? The Plough and Harrow one where... yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Kitson was there as well, and we had juice that tasted like Monster Munch.
Yes, we did. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
We did. Yes.
Yes.
Well, that. If you didn't know, people out in internet world, that is where Vapor Trails TV got a start, because Mr. Sutton and Mr. Kitson and myself, we decided that this thing that we'd done was quite funny, and we were trying to find a way of doing it again, weren't we?
Yes.
But Andy lived in Bristol, which, for those of you of a posh version, is just outside Wales, or Bristol.
Bristol.
Famous for Bristol City. I nearly said titty. There's a reason for that.
Glad you didn't say that.
No, I would never say Bristol. It wouldn't happen. But
I was going to mention the drink that we had quite a lot of while we were at that meet as well.
Drink? Did we have anything to drink?
It was in a can. I can't remember what it was called, though.
Oh, you mean that non-alcoholic, the non-alcoholic, very, very refreshing drink?
Yes.
The one that Sav has avowed a likeness for. It's called Pussy. You can remember that. Why you laugh?
Yes. What?
Yes.
Nothing.
Pussy. Pussy.
It was lovely.
It was. It was
Yeah.
it was absolutely delicious, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But yeah, that was where VTTV came from. The idea of actually getting together to do these things, and Andy and I both started searching around the place, and we came up with Ustream, and we decided we'd give that a try. Did we not, young sir?
We did.
Yes, and what you see now grew out of all of that, for better or for worse. Is it better or worse, Andy?
Better. I'll never forget that first show though.
No,
We were the only ones watching it.
it's true. we thought.
No, I think we did quite well with the first show. I think we had sort of 80s or something like that, didn't we?
It was quite high. It was
yeah,
quite
no,
high.
I mean I've been, I might have been off the show for a bit, but I've been watching it. It's been great. It's been good.
And we do get an awful lot of people watching on demand, live, via the podcasts, all sorts of. It's brilliant. And I thoroughly enjoy doing it. Now I'm gonna stitch you up now.
Go on then.
And here's how it happens for the stitching up. During the course of the pre-show conversation, before it actually went live to do the pre-show and rewire things and test everything about, Mr. Sutton and I had a conversation. And I said, "Why don't you?" And he said, "I wanna." And I said, "So when?" And he said, "I don't know." You want to know what we're talking about? I'll tell you right after the break.
Cloud9 Vaping, sponsors of Dave's Tacklebox.
And good evening, eventually. Took a little while to get things wound up and ready to go though, didn't it? But I'm here now, so welcome to Dave's Tacklebox on Sunday.
So there we go, I'm back in the room and not long to go now. So yeah, I was talking to my son and he's watched me make things before.
And a very good evening to you. It is Tuesday the 20th of November 2012 and you are tuned into Vape Seat
At Vape Trails TV Towers. Tonight being Wednesday night, it is time for the one and only chat show programme called VT Talk. Tis the Haze Hour. Again, Keith was just saying if it wasn't for the titles, he wouldn't come and do the show. He loves them so much, don't you?
Cloud9 Vaping, sponsors of Dave's Tacklebox.
And we're back into part 2 is where we are. And here it is. I said, would you? He said, I. Could you? Yes. When? We don't know. But Mr. Sutton, for it is he, is going to be making a very, very welcome return to VaporTrails.tv. Andy Sutton's going to be back in the room. Aren't you, Andy?
I will. Yes, absolutely. Glad to be back.
I'm so chuffed about that. Have we? I know we haven't set a time scale or anything like that.
No, but I mean, we'll just play it by ear. We'll try it because, again, my work schedule is a bit crazy, and the fact that I seem to have about 14 kids in the house at the moment. But yeah, we'll try and work something out, and we'll try and get a slot sorted out that I can try and fill.
Going on in chat right now.
Say again, Daz?
There's a full-on party going on in chat right now with the news of Mr. Sutton's return.
Do tell us what's being said.
Just mainly, I'm getting a lot of yeas. Moonlit Woo Year, the return of Mr. Sutton. Vaporman, Smoke a Vape back live on VTTV. Fumaru, vaping, oh my god, not sure what that was about.
Vaping, no,
probably actually.
You've got to do it right. It's got to be vaping, OMG!
Noted for the next show. Everybody's absolutely thrilled to bits. Everybody is.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Lovely jubbly. I'm there. I tell you what, I'm chuffed a little blue monkey nuts. I am. It'll be grand. It'll be cool. It'll be wonderful, and it means I can put you back in titles for things like VT Talk. Because we did the first.
Yeah, no, looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant.
Lots and being out of the community for a little while, and not visiting the forums as much as I used to and stuff like that, and coming back into it. How much it's changed again. It's just incredible. The advances, just crazy. Lots more stuff to play with.
So, well, yes, and I love playing with things.
Yeah, I agree.
It's part and parcel of my makeup. It's what I do. So what else have you been playing with lately? Because, Mr. Sutton, I have been watching your Twitter, and I have heard a little Tweety bird has been mentioning 45 milligram juice.
Yes.
Now, isn't this the bloke?
Yes.
Didn't you?
Well, again, it was your fault, really.
Why me?
Because I watched the shows and Mr. Kitson and yourself were saying 45 milligram, great stuff. So I ordered some in because I thought, okay, well, if it cuts down the amount I need to vape, say, when I'm at work, not that I have to, but, why would you want... Anyway, I just thought if you're going out and you just need a quick burst, 45 milligram is the stuff for me. So I got some in. I got some Flavor Art UK 45 milligram 30 mils of King Arthur's pipe.
Well, the first question that's going to be asked, is it nutty?
There is what? Do you want me to try it? I can't,
Yeah, why don't you try it, Andy? Just for
okay.
the purpose of the viewer.
Yes, I think just for the purpose of entertainment,
Yes.
for the purpose of information.
Yeah.
you should be, yes.
So I ordered it because I do like a tobacco. Certainly nutty. Yes, check. So I thought, well, King Arthur's pipe, little description on there. It tastes like a pipe tobacco. Quite like King Arthur.
Yes,
so
but are you really that fond of sucking his pipe? Sorry, Daz.
Well,
Look, he's come over all flush and he hasn't vaped it yet.
I know he's gone quiet and he's gone all red just at the mere thought of sucking on King Arthur's pipe, yeah.
It's because I know what this is about to do to me.
You've
Really?
succumbed to a lovely shade of crimson there.
I honestly think while he's taking that draw, he needs to get his light out and put some 45 milligram in that.
It packs a punch. Let's just put it that way. Now, when we were chatting before the show,
Indeed.
I said, "Oh, I got some 45," and then you said, "I know," and then I thought, "Well, it really is really, really strong. I can't get. I vape 36 and 24 pretty much all day, so I thought 45 was just going to give me that little bit extra, bit of throat hit. This knocked my socks off, literally, and I took a big lungful while we were chatting." And the lungful almost came back. It's just, and then Mr. Dawn kindly points out that extra bite means it's got pepper in it.
Yes, and?
Yeah.
That explains why I feel like I've been pepper sprayed.
But how long did it take you to realise that extra bite on the label, might I add?
Well, I just thought it meant it was extra good.
Well, I mean, I suppose
It's got a sort of Diablo Loco sort of feel to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly it. That's exactly what's in it. Is capsaicin. That's what gives that bite extra. The question I'm going to ask you, and I've got to ask this one: Can you do you taste nicotine? Look at that.
It's certainly peppery, but now I don't. Now it's sort of psychological. Now I know it's got capsicum or whatever it's called in it, pepper. It's affecting me more than it was before. I thought I was just losing my touch with nicotine, but no, this is really strong stuff. So maybe it's worth getting some more, but not by extra. So if you're looking for that extra throat hit, this is really good stuff.
Right.
Yeah. But honestly, I've got running it on a dual coil Kato, and it's just throat hit like a donkey.
Have you done a review on that liquid yet, Andy?
No.
I'm really looking forward to watching
you right
it.
there. I haven't.
I have visions. I have visions of this review when you do it. I can see what's going to happen. It'll be 15 minutes of coughing.
Eyes are watering. It's like the gas mask at Vape Fest.
Look at the state of him.
Oh,
Have you got your iolite handy?
sadly, I haven't.
Oh, God. I'll tell you
Oh,
what.
I've got to put it down.
Oh,
It's
they've gotta
not the
see-
nicotine that's
they've
doing it.
gotta
It's
see
just
it.
that sort of feeling of
Suffocation.
breathlessness. I mean, it doesn't last afterwards, apart from the slight cough from the... I think it's just because it's got pepper in it.
Yeah. You might be interested to hear that I've got 45 milligram RY4 bite extra in
Right.
this...
Now, will that still have pepper in it? Or I just thought it had more flavouring in it.
If it's got
No,
bite.
no. It's got capsaicin in it.
I should read more.
It goes back to donkey's ages ago. When... Remember that green stuff that came out? The,
Absinthe.
No. It gave you the impression of throat hit that you would get from nicotine, but at zero nicotine. It was like it looked like.
Never tried that. I don't. If I want nicotine hit, nicotine.
Well, that's my take on it as well. I mean, for the life of me, I can't understand anybody that would even why anybody would want to not use nicotine. I just don't know. If you're already using it, if you've been a smoker or whatever. I don't understand the whole cutting down thing. It always strikes me as quitting, if you like. And I've, my mother didn't raise any quitters. Let's put it that way. But they brought this green stuff out that was supposed to give you the same kind of throat hit as you would get from nicotine, but it had no nicotine in it. It looked like liquidized grass. And somebody gave me something to try, just at a meet-up somewhere. And honestly, it was like vaping liquidized grass, I think. It just wasn't, it wasn't for me at all. But I did get the definite hint of capsaicin in there. Now, if anybody doesn't know what capsaicin is, it's what gives chilies the chilliness. That's the thing that they measure in Scoville units. And what Diablo Loco is made of, and Poco Loco, Coco,
Diablo Loco.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from, and it does. It kind of enhances the throat hit a bit.
Yes.
I think you would say. But what I've discovered with this is the RY4 one. It kind of masks it, and coming up in this VH Verti. What am I running at? Let's have a look and see. Come on, power up. Yeah, I'm running at 9 watts on this at the minute, which is a little bit low for where I usually am. But it's banging the throat hit out, really is, because this one's PG based. There's no.
That's very true. What you say though about it masking the flavour, because I'm finding this tricky to sort of nail down. Sure, it is a tobacco flavour, but that is the overriding wallop you get from it is some sort of small police force with pepper spray.
Yes. That said, I mean, is it something that you would continue to use, do you think?
I will certainly, if I were going out and I let's say couldn't be openly plumes of vapour, I could, knowing that it's got 45 milligrams in it, and it is satisfying. Yes, I would take. It would be my stealth vape.
Stealth?
Stealth?
Well, apart from
Really?
the coughing and the crying, but I work in the media. You know, I'm supposed to be emotional.
How stealthy is that level of, you know, throwing your lungs up on the floor and...
It's part of the challenge.
You do know that working with the hairy bikers, if you cough and then cry, you are going to have it ripped out of you, something chronic. You know that, don't you?
Luckily, they're like 100 miles away.
Really?
Yeah, I watch them remotely.
I don't even watch them. Never mind.
I follow them.
They're from your neck of the woods.
They are. Well, one of them.
One of them is.
The other one's from
Borough.
Barrow and
That
Days.
way.
Across the
Sorry,
other
that
ways.
way.
Yeah.
That way.
Is it my
Yeah.
neck of the woods? Teesside.
No, he's well. Simon is from Blythe, I think, and Dave is from Barrow
Barrow and Furness.
because he talks funny,
Yep.
whereas Si talks proper like what us is.
Like what us do.
The Naz Hill.
Aye.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
so-
did a recipe with them the other day that they were cooking. This is slightly off topic,
Doesn't matter.
but little flatbreads.
Stotty cake.
Stotty. That's it.
Stotty,
They look really
can't
nice.
beat a
Now,
stotty.
here, listen. You pronounce it the way you would say it,
Stotty
and
What's
cake.
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 Stotty.
Stotty
Cake.
cake.
Very good.
Stotty. Let me do that in close up. Stotty cake. It's stotty cake, man. For goodness sake, can they not talk proper?
Nah.
No.
Not at all.
I never know.
We'll give you some lessons, don't worry.
Well, given that
Good.
he's been working with the hairy bikers for long, he's almost an honorary Geordie.
I'm saying that. I have to get lessons off self at the minute, apparently.
Why?
I can't say film, because I know she's watched, so I have to say, if I'm saying film, but normally I'll say film,
Film.
and I get wrong for saying film.
It's not film.
Film.
No, it's pictures.
Well, I say movie now, just to make it easier.
It's much the easiest way. It's, well, are you going, you used to get it,
pictures.
are you going to the films?
The
No,
films.
I'm going to the pictures.
Aye, pictures.
Pictures. It's got no whatever to do with these things. Let's get back to juices. So, Andy,
Yes.
have you gone completely, aside from the 45, across to this raw juice, or what are you using now?
I've been using Turkish tobacco from Vapor Worlds.
.co.uk.
Yeah. Quite a lot of raw vapor stuff. Because, you know, I always said that if it ever happened that I did close Vaportopia, I like all the stuff. So I've got quite a lot of reserve.
Goodly Goodingtons.
Yeah.
We'll not get stuck in for free.
What else have I been
I'll make
doing?
sure that I Skype you after the show then, Andy.
With a small list.
Yeah,
I've
with the
been
spoons.
using quite a lot of just Chinese 24 milligram. This is just a USA mix. So that's quite nutty. I like that.
Yes, the USA mix is quite nutty.
Yeah.
And did you?
Yeah.
So you found the only nuts that you found in the 45 milligram were what?
Were my own.
Ah, fair enough.
It's the retching.
Yes, it does have a tendency to make them
Yeah.
bounce a bit. It's true
Yeah.
enough. It's true enough.
Yeah.
I've
But
just
I've got some more juice coming in shortly, but I'm going to keep a lid on that for future programs.
Okie dokie. I've just been reminded something because I can see chat by proxy, and apparently, if you were watching chat, Andy, you're not, are you?
I'm not. No,
Otherwise you would-
I'm wholly devoted to you two.
I've heard this said. You may notice, or you may not notice, that chat is going rah 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 nose hit, rah 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 rah
okay.
nose hit. Now you know how to do it, don't you? And they
Yes.
mean with the 45 milligram. By the way,
Yes.
they are.
I'm going
calling
to top
for-
up as well because
Oh.
I'm getting a little bit of a dry hit on it.
Oh, you don't want that.
I don't want it to be harsh.
No, you don't want it to be harsh, not by any stretch of the imagination. Let's put you into close-up so people can see in great detail what it is you are doing.
So this is inhaling but not taking it down, but through the nose?
That means sucking it in,
Yeah.
but you don't breathe it down into the lungs, and
Yeah.
then you just cycle it out of your nose without getting it into the lungs. And it has to be a big draw, a long one. No, you breathed it in.
I did.
You did.
Oh, gee whiz.
But
Okay,
Rathings
go.
did say well done, though, for your attempt.
He's giving it a try. Go on, have another go. Don't breathe it in. There you go.
Oh.
We'll go back for the close.
Thanks, chat. I won't be coming back. I've changed my mind.
I can hear the virtual round of applause going on right now.
Yes. Oh, dearie me. Yes, Moonlit just says his nose just melted off. Ooh. Congratulations have come in from Lazy Dog.
It is something else. There's no, well, there's a slight flavour, but it's just pain and crying.
See, I honestly, I think you're just a wimp.
Well, maybe I've got a bit soft in my when I took a bit of a break, but I tell you what, I like 36 at a high voltage. I like throat hits. I've just been getting into rebuildables, and that's the thing that I'm looking for from those wicks is good throat hits, and this is sort of an artificial throat hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the nose hit is something else.
Mm.
Yes, I like to see. I like to see people.
Yeah.
It
eases off as you sort of get into it, but
after the third nose hit, you're fine. It'll be you
can't smell anything or taste anything.
No,
but, and I like chili. I grew them in my greenhouse, and there's thousands of them in my freezer. But I'm not going to rub them into my eyes.
Oh, why?
Hang on, chat's typing.
1 second, I'll just nip down to the kitchen.
Yes,
somebody did that when I was at university. They were chopping a chili and then rubbed their eyes. It was like it was like when you turn the hose on and you've got one of those spray nozzles on it and it does that. Mm-hmm. She was just all over the place, like a high bounce ball.
It's never good when it's like that, is it?
No.
Somebody's just said, Ratfinks has just said that they wish you were in the studio and DD could have a go. I've got 45 milligram in this. I'm quite happy to nose hit it.
But chat are quite welcome to give it a go.
Of course.
So it's Flavour Art UK. Just, Bite Extra. FH. Don't know what that stands for.
Full heavy.
Oh, okay. I had other words in mind. The last one is hurts.
Oh. Flippin' hurts?
Yeah, that's it.
Flippin' hurts. It's never that bad, can it be? Well, when we get back after the break, we're going to find out what else Mr. Sutton's been playing with, because again, he's been, oh dear me, look, he's crying.
It's emotional.
Better
being
you
back.
than me.
Absolutely. When we get back, he's been playing with other stuff as well. So when we come back, we'll find out what else he's been playing with, and just basically use up all the possible material that he can have for his first show while we're sitting here being Tackleboxy. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Cloud9 Vaping, sponsors of Dave's Tacklebox.
The GG, because you want one.
iVapor and iVapor Elixir, based in Yorkshire, for your e-cig needs. That's ivapor.co.uk and ivapor-elixir.co.uk. iVapor and ivapor-elixir.co.uk. are proud sponsors of vaportrails.tv.
If you can't watch our shows live, try some of these. Go to YouTube at youtube.com/user/vaportrailstv and you can subscribe there. All of our shows are uploaded as soon as possible after they've gone out live. Enjoy watching it on YouTube. Lots of people do. Alternatively, go to Google and type in podcast vaportrails.tv and iTunes. Click on the link and that will take you to a page that shows you the Vapor Trails TV podcast. View it in iTunes, and when you get to iTunes, don't forget to click on subscribe free, and each of the shows will be downloaded to your hard drive as soon as they come out. Or you can use video on demand. Go to www.vaportrails.tv, click on vPlayer, pick the show you want to watch, in this case it's the Haze Hour, and then you can pick the episode that you want to watch from every one that we've ever done. They're all there. Under normal circumstances, you'll watch it at 360p, which means everybody can see it. It'll go full screen. You can do whatever you want with it. So there you go, 3 ways that you can watch vaportrails.tv. Subscribe and enjoy. Thanks.
Cloud9 Vaping, sponsors of Dave's Tacklebox.
And here we are, back in the room, as they say. And what was that you were saying? Somebody thought this wasn't real?
Yeah, Maddie Paulus earlier on was mentioning that wasn't sure whether it was a real studio and if the drawers were just fake and that they didn't actually open. Shall I give you a demonstration?
Open the drawer.
It's all green screen, isn't it?
Look, you don't want to really see what's in, but drawers open, drawer closes.
Is that where the studio used to be, Dave, or is that an extension?
It is where the studio used to be, but what it was prior to all of this, the area in which we are sitting now was absolutely full of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Chaos.
Oh yes, crap.
Yeah.
It was the dump. You know, every house has a dump. You must have like the cupboard under the stairs or the garage or whatever.
Both.
Well, when the garage is full, you have to find other places, and when the other places are full, you find, and this was the other place, and I literally had about 7 feet to work in, and then we kind of cleared this end off a little bit. But on Friday morning, my darling wife and I decided, actually I should be absolutely truthful, she decided that the time was right to actually make the place look proper, and we would do the job properly, because she said your viewers deserve it to be done properly. That is exactly what she said. So that's what we decided to do. So the whole lot got stripped out on Friday. Then on Saturday we painted it all and dropped the blinds and all of that kind of stuff, and then started to rebuild bit by bit, putting the various different cameras in place for where they needed to be, so that we would be able to get it all sorted out. And the work is still in progress. There's more stuff that has to go over on that wall behind Daz. There's stuff that needs to go up in various different places just to make it look a bit more ornate. There's bannerage and signage and all that kind of stuff. And you'll see a difference in VT Talk as well on Wednesday, because by then this set will have changed. But it's all real. There's nothing false or anything about it. It's real, and we've done it purely and simply because we now have the technology, thanks to Daz at Safer Cigs, to be able to bring you high definition, really good quality stuff, and therefore it needs a really good quality set. So this is the way I'm doing it.
Looking good.
Well, you're the expert because you're in television, aren't you, Lovey? Yes.
Yeah.
So you would know. So I might just give you a yell and say, jump onto one of the hairy bikers' bikes and get your backside up here and give us a hand to sort things out.
It's great.
Yeah.
I've got a table and everything.
Do you know what the do you know what the table's called?
What's this called? Oh, you did tell me, Dave.
It's called Dave.
Dave, that's right.
It's an IKEA Dave table.
Considering that, I remember the first time being in the studio and I had a knee jammed under a desk between a desk and a printer, and sitting there for 60 minutes with the light directly in. Yeah, and that was not even a year ago.
No, it's
So
not
how
very long
things have
ago.
moved.
It's not very
Yeah.
long ago. We've kind of moved on, and I really want to get the quality up, keep content really high, get the quality of delivery really high, and just do the best that we can for our viewers. You know, because without the viewers, we might as well not be here. But anyway,
Exactly.
let's ruffle on with vaping type stuff, shall we? And you've been experimenting, according to Twitter,
Yeah,
with rebuildables.
I have. That, you know, they came a long time ago, didn't they? The first generation, and it must be said that I didn't really get on with the early rebuildables. You know, using the silica wick and everything. But I thought, well, why not give it another go? So the first one I got was the AGA or the AGA-T. I think it's the version 2.
Agar.
AGA,
We'll call it
yes.
Agar.
And I got it from
doesn't sound
Cloud9.
like
I got some stainless wick with it, and if you've seen on UK Vapors, I was having technical difficulties with the wicking and the wick and hotspots and reading up other people's experiences with it. It was just, I think on that particular model, the center post is for me, it was too far away for a first device to get it vaping right. So I actually got one. I got the previous version 1. I'm guessing, without the sight glass window.
Right.
And put silica wick in it, and I've got to say, it is a fantastic vape. I've been using it at work, and I don't know if you can see this. Hopefully you can. But
Move your hand a bit more to your right.
My
Your
right.
right, that's it.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's very gunky. It's been running for about a week. It's been great, and great flavour. You know, and I so I got another one as well. And we can go back and cover this, but just catching up with what I've got now. This is the Cyclone. I'm showing it to the microphone. I'm out of practice. You could hear it really well, but you couldn't see it.
Yes. That one was whispering that you've been abusing it.
Yes.
That's the Cyclone. Is that the centre wick with the tank
That's
above?
the centre wick. I'll take it apart now. So if you take this out here, you'll see that I've got the plastic tube, and you can see the wick running through it there. So basically, and you can see that tank's empty. That was today.
Oh.
No dry hits, no hot spots, because the center post is right next to the connection, and it's quite a fiddly, faffy wicking maneuver, because you've got to put a hypodermic needle or a big needle through the stainless wick and hold it in place like that, and then wick it and then wind it round.
Right.
But first go, I took a big drag on it, and flavour a go-go. It was brilliant.
Well, right.
But my concern with this one is that the only thing holding the wick in place is the coil. So obviously, when you separate this section, I won't do it now because this is working absolutely perfectly. But you can see there's a little line there.
Yes.
That separates from it, and then the wick runs all the way up it. Now you've got to get that wick the perfect diameter of the hole, so it's quite snug. So obviously, when you twist it all back together, you've got the coil which is holding the wick, and then the wick runs all the way up it. Now you've got to get that wick the perfect diameter of the hole, so it's quite snug. So obviously, when you twist it all back together, you've got the coil which is holding the wick. which must be putting pressure on, you know, and hot spots don't occur when the coil's not touching the mesh. And it's been a very steep learning curve, but I hope it's going to be worth it, and definitely something that you'll probably be hearing from me again on these shows.
Brilliant. I'm quite looking forward to seeing your take on that, because unless I'm much mistaken, and I'm sure she'll confirm, I think Kat had the Cyclone.
Right.
And I'm not entirely certain how she got on with it.
Well, out of the, I've got the two AGAs, which sounds like an oven to me, but the two AGAs, and I didn't get on with the stainless on those two. This has been the easiest one so far. I'm trying to get hold of other ones, but they're really difficult to get hold of.
Oh, if you've got to get into the queues, yes, absolutely. I mean, the lists and stuff like that. I mean, some of the lists have waiting lists of 2 years, and Kat's just typed into our little Skype that she has the Cyclone V2.
That's the one.
She's not madly in love, and she prefers the AGA-T. How does that fit with your experience, Andy?
I don't know if she's using stainless on the AGA-T, but it's been a very... I've had probably... I've wicked it 6 times. I've recoiled so much so, actually, my fingers bled. Literally, I mean, you know, it's like when you learn to play the guitar. You get sore fingers from doing it so much. It is... I'm not saying it's the device. I'm saying it's me and its learning curve. I found the AGA a lot more tricky to get right and running without hotspots. But I went to Maplin's today and got some washers, because somebody on the forum suggested closing that gap between the center post and the coil makes the top hotspot go away. Then it's fine tuning. But once you've got it up and running, the flavour is amazing.
I've got to say yes. I mean, I'm a relative newcomer to them,
and steam trains, aren't they?
Yes. Kat's just come back and said she's using stainless, and here's the telling one: you are trying too hard, Andy.
It's been said before.
That's what Kat says, and I'll tell you now. I mean, Kat, I think she's dead good with these stainless steel wicks. She is, because she just makes it, puts it in. She doesn't go on for hours and hours and hours.
No. The few successes I've had with it, they're glorious when it happens, but they're the ones that I'm tired and I'm just doing it. Oh, sorry, I'll just do one more time, and then it works perfectly. But then that's why I got a second one, because you still want to fiddle and learn what you did right and wrong the first time, so you need two. Welcome back to vaping.
Oh, well, you should always have a backup, and a backup of your backup, and a backup of the backup of the backup.
Absolutely.
Well, which is why, you know, I've got so many devices sitting on the table here. That and the fact
just a quick note on the Cyclone.
Yes.
Because it's bottom fed, so obviously the gravity helps juice feeding down, which always seems to, which is why I got this one, because I figured if I'm getting hot spots because it's not wicking right, the fact that juice is going with gravity as opposed to having to feed up, then I figured that's going to help me out as well. But it comes with a metal tank which looks lovely, but condensation tightens the draw over the use of it. The plastic one, stick it on, and it's just vapes like a train.
Good stuff. I have some sage words of advice for you from Kat.
Yes.
And I am challenged to say these sage words of advice without laughing. So here we go. You have to keep your coil wet when pulsing it.
Wow. Yes. I've been pulsing. I've been flaming.
Okay.
I've been doing everything.
Have you been flaming, Pet?
I have.
This bloody coil, it just won't work. Hey, honestly, that's it. I've had me whack with this coil.
But the first couple of days, I was like, oh, it's all rubbish. They don't work. Then everybody on the forum are really nice and say, you know, they do. Just give it a bit more time. And you're like, oh, my fingers hurt. And then you give it another go. As Kat says, I'm trying too hard. and I've got to pulse more.
Well, my first attempt, I launched, was that Dominator tank. And that ended up being launched into the garden.
Yes.
That's how bad I was in my first,
I
attempt in
I think the to be honest, I think the feed technique for the Dominator tank was a bit. It was kind of like the Cyclone in that it was gravity fed, but it came down through two little bunny's ears, didn't it?
It didn't help that I filled it from the wrong part as well.
It was slightly lacking instructions, it has to be said.
Yeah,
they all are.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't give instructions with this because it would be telephone book size, and you've got to learn it. So I'm all if someone, like the old dark days of the early CE2, and I know people love them, but you had to do the teabag mods and all that sort of stuff. This is a different thing. This is, this is entering into the hobbyist sort of side of things.
Yes, you see, I've just been told by Kat to leave the pulsing alone, and now you mention teabagging.
Sorry.
Oh, Davey, mate. You do know I'm going to get my head and my hands to play with. She's going to come down with the whip and the manic. Oh, dear, she's typing. She's typing. Oh, no. We're in trouble.
Oh,
we're in deep doo-doo. It's a long sentence.
The worst thing is you have to buy the special tea bags online. So you have to type tea bag into search engines.
Yes.
All sorts of things that I've never seen before appeared.
Absolutely. And I think she's worried. She's worried because we've got a minute to go. And she's also said, Sutton, behave.
Sorry.
So that's you told. That's you told. And we're going to have to wind it up there because we've only got an hour. Andy, thanks for coming along, mate, and thanks for coming back to VTTV.
Yeah.
It's been lovely to be here, and it's going to be great coming back.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait. So from me, Dave, from him,
Daz,
and from Andy, from all of us, bye. Bye.